Good evening, and welcome to this Hallows Eve edition of Smackdown. What is going on tonight, folks? And hello, and welcome to my Smackdown review on this Hallows Eve edition. As I just said before, what is going to happen in the fallout of Hell in a Cell and the build to Survivor Series as that continues also, eh? So let's see what's going to go on in the show tonight. Basically, we kick it off with Jey Uso, who's already in the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman came out. Before Paul Heyman could even say anything, Jey Uso snatched the mic out of his hand saying like, nah, I didn't quit. No matter how hard you beat me, no matter what you did last Sunday, I did not quit. The only reason why I quit was, basically because his brother got involved. That was the only reason. But he says, you never beat me, okay? You didn't beat me at all. No matter what you did, I ain't quit. And Roman says, you can make all the excuses you want, but the reality is you said it, all right? And now you have to take this oath. You gonna fall in line. Got it? But Jey Uso says, I ain't doing it, man. I ain't down with this. I don't respect you. This title, it's just got you tripping at this point. You ain't the same person you once was, all right? The only reason why I only quit because only one person in the world was able to make me do that and everything. And he said he knew what he was doing. But Roman says, of course you did and whatnot, but you don't understand. You don't have what it takes to hold this title. You don't know the burden you face when you're the face of the WWE, okay? And that consequences are going to be real, and that the highest chiefs, are all behind him. So if you don't fall in line, you out of this family, basically. As Roman said, listen, we know you live it, but what are you going to do about it, huh? Roman kept asking him, what are you going to do? Jey Uso says, I hate you, all right? I hate you. And he's just all pissed, walking around, almost like he's about to cry, just showing raw emotion out there and whatnot. And he says, why you got to do this to me like that, huh? Why? Why you got to do this? And Roman says, I know you hate me right now, but I love you and I'm going to. But tonight, either you fall in line or it's basically something about to happen tonight. So you either fall in line by the end of the night or you out, basically. Once again, basically the best story in WWE right now is this whole Roman and Jey Uso thing with this whole tribal chief stuff going on. Great promo from both guys. Enjoyed it. Like I said, it's the best thing on this show when you think about it every week on SmackDown, or just the best story in WWE. So it continues just to shine and be great in general. Kevin Owens went against Dolph Ziggler to see who was going to be on the spot for Survivor Series. I've noticed one thing about Kevin Owens lately. Is it me, or he doesn't really wrestle in like his basketball shorts anymore? He's been wrestling in jeans lately. I just kind of noticed that. Like, he's been wrestling more in jeans. I usually think it's because, he's doing his little show, the KO show and whatnot. But even now, regular man wrestles in jeans. So I kind of noticed that lately. Kevin Owens got the win, though. Stunner and whatnot. Good match, but I think we all know Kevin Owens is going to win. Basically said it's going to be the KO show at Survivor Series and whatnot. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think we all probably knew Kevin Owens was going to win. Adam Pearce was in the back as Billie Kay and Natalya started arguing to see who was going to be the captain of Team Smackdown. Bianca came in saying she should be the captain, as Adam Pearce basically said triple threat match tonight to see who's going to be a spot on the team. Corey Graves, I guess, was in a sit-down interview with Lars Sullivan. Basically, if I call you Lars and what now, should I call you the Freak? And is that what you prefer? As Lars asked him, if he would like to be called a Freak. Graves said no, but we know you're not a freak. But Lars says, I know what you mean by freak and everything, what you can do physically, and, it's all fine, but Lars went on this whole story about how kids used to bully him and mock him back then on the playground, and just to call him a freak, and he cried about it, and he didn't know what to do. And he said he kept crying, and the mockery, it just never stopped. It went on for 20 minutes, and it just kept going and going, and he couldn't even go back to school after that. And he wants to accomplish in WWE that he's going to make this his own personal playground, that he's going to bring hell on earth and humiliate everyone that's ever basically wronged him. I guess they're trying to build sympathy for Lars Sullivan now. at this point. He's tired of being ridiculed. I don't know how much of this is a shoot or the story they gave him. So basically, they're trying to make him like, I'm this big dude. They make fun of me, but now I'm going to use my size and rage to take out the people that wronged me. Listen, I could sit here and make a joke right now as usual, especially when it comes to Lars Sullivan. I'm sure everybody, because come on, man, this is what I can just say Lars DL Sullivan right now, because he kept it on the down low. But now everybody knows Lars tried to keep it on the down low. But now everybody knows. Ooh, yeah. You already know what I'm going to do in that. So I just like doing that now. Just saying, because he's on the down low. He's still trying to keep it on the DL. He's trying to keep it, though. But he can't do it, man. He's trying to keep it on the down low. So we'll see what happens with the Sullivan thing. But can't say I'm really interested that much, but I think they're giving him a big push, so we'll see what happens with him. Next, though, Bianca Belair went against Natalya and Billie Kay. Not much I can really say from this. Bianca got the win, KOD and whatnot. We all knew she was going to be on the team, so it's Bianca Belair. She better be on that team, I know that. Carmella had a promo, which honestly I forgot Carmella was even part of this show ever since she had a new gimmick. Talking about everybody wants to know, says she's that woman and everything, and that she calls the shots and that she's untouchable. I don't really know where this is going with Carmella. The promo was whatever to me, so I can't really say I'm interested that much, but I guess we'll see. But maybe when she gets back in the ring, we'll know something. They did I haven't seen WWE do this all month, surprisingly. And, I could go into the whole scam thing with the Susan G. Komen, because we all know CM Punk exposed it. So I think you all know the case and heard me talk about that in the past, about the whole the scam known as Susan G. Komen, okay? Because, come on, we all know CM Punk exposed it. Next, though, we got Murphy and Aliyah. Which I feel like this is the story that never ends in WWE, and I wish it ended at this point because I don't really care anymore. He said he had something to get off his chest, and he knows why Ray and Dominic despise him. He's done some terrible things and whatnot, but he wants to apologize and whatnot and everything. He says, apologize and whatnot, but nobody came out. He said he gets it and he understands what he's done, but he wants to apologize. He needs to do it. Aliyah said it's okay, you guys can come out and apologize, let him apologize. But Seth came out then and he says, listen, I hate to tell you this, but I know what you're gonna say. Ray's never gonna accept your apology. This whole little relationship you got with Aliyah or whatever this is, I can embrace it. I can have you married if you want to, but this is all for the greater good. And you want to be accepted, okay? You want to be in the family and whatnot. But that's the problem. And that, Seth told Aliyah, listen, your dad forced my hand. I'm not the bad guy here. And your brother is the problem. He's a coward. But Dominic came out. He attacked Seth. They started brawling. Murphy broke it up. And then he started brawling with Seth then. But Dominic came back and started brawling with Murphy. And then Rey Mysterio came down. And he started going after Murphy and set him up for the 619. Aliyah stopped it and Ray told her to get out the way, but she said no. She says, I love him. She loved Murphy. She kissed him, and Ray and Dominic looked very pissed off at that. What can I say about this? Number one, I'm just sick of the story in general. Number two, I don't really care because I think we all saw this coming anyways. In general, you've heard me say before, is he gonna hit that or not? And basically, I'm assuming he is hitting that, okay? So I don't really care. Honestly, I just wanted to read the Twitter comments to see how pissed people were gonna be about her kissing him, and all I can really do is laugh at it, okay? Because I knew it was gonna happen, but I just found it hilarious how so many people are butthurt about her kissing the dude and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, at this point, I just don't care about this whole story. I just want it to end. It's just gone on too long, so I just don't give a fuck about this at this point. I don't care if Murphy fucks her or not. It don't matter to me, alright? I don't really care. He hits that, he hits that. What do you want me to say? To what? Is bad or something? So what? He hits it, he hits that, he hits that. And like I said, this is like a telenovela type of thing. All you need is dramatic music and like the whole soap opera and say, Ray, his daughter, she has turned and went with Murphy. Whatever shall I do? Da 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 da. And I'm sure they're gonna have some wedding angle, maybe, as someone's saying right now. Will she marry Murphy? Da 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 da. Add dramatic music, telenovela. We'll see you next week. So, other than that, I don't I just don't really care about the story. I just need it to end. I just want it to end, but I'm sure we all saw this whole Aliyah Murphy thing coming and whatnot. I saw it coming, so I knew it was going to happen sooner or later, so we'll see what happens with that. But like I said in the past, is he going to hit that or not? And basically, I'll just say he's basically going to hit that. So I don't really know. I don't really get no fuck, so it's whatever. They just moved the whole story from Raw to SmackDown. I really wish they would have kept these people separate off of these shows, because I don't even know the end game. What's the end game? I really want to know what the end game to this whole story is. Or is Ray gonna get his eye back miraculously? Is that gonna happen? Will he ever get his eyeball back? Just think about that for a second. But moving on, though, Street Profits came out talking about Survivor Series and the New Day and their little impression of them last Monday, and they said they're going to be serving some L's and they're going to be taking the torch because they want the smoke. Basically, they got a match with Cesaro and Nakamura, which I did like. Cesaro throwing Montez Ford high in the air over the barricade and whatnot. Match was whatever to me. I've seen it before already. Not bad, though. They ended up getting the pin on Nakamura. Montez Ford getting the splash. Super high, let me say that, though. Just super, super high. But it's kind of whatever to me. With that match, Sami Zayn cut a promo talking about Bobby Lashley, you know, the whole champion versus champion thing and whatnot. So there you go, Intercontinental US type champion. Sasha Banks came out then saying don't talk the talk unless you can walk the walk, saying she's the champion and she's going to Survivor Series and beat Asuka, but talked about how she took the belt from Bayley last Sunday, that she stabbed her in the back. We were supposed to take over this company together. We were like sisters, but you ended that friendship when you took me out with the chair, and that, you know, this isn't about friendship. Now it's that she needed her because she was unstoppable. And Sasha said that, you know, Bayley in the past, she was her friend, but it's not anymore. But she's moving on now. But Bayley went out to say, listen, enough of this. You have my property and whatnot. And, you know, you may be the champion right now, but you can barely hold on to the title. We all know Sasha winning the title and then has a very small title. Well, I wouldn't even say defense because she never wins any title defenses. But Bayley went on to say, you know, you're lucky I don't destroy you right now. You got my chair and whatnot. And listen, you can't even beat Asuka without me in the corner, okay? And Bayley went on to say, you know what, next week I'm challenging you. I want my rematch for the title. And you're going to get your little 13-day reign. Because ding dong, trick or treat, it's over. Got it? And Sasha says, you better bring everything you got. Because backstabbing bitches never win. Good promo from both, so basically a hook for next week's show. Can Sasha actually hold on to the title after one title defense, since she always loses at one title defense? We'll see. Daniel Bryan went against Jey Uso in the main event. He was going to be on the Survivor Series team. I know Roman came out at one point. As the match went on, Daniel Bryan had the LeBell lock in. It was going to go for those drop kicks, but Uso got the super kick on him several times in the splash and won the match, beating Daniel Bryan clean. Almost kind of surprised by that in a way, but given the way they've been pushing Jey Uso right now and to further the storyline, I understand why. And attacking Daniel Bryan gets easy sympathy and whatnot because he's a fan favorite and fans love him. It's an easy way to get heat. But after that, Roman got in the ring and looked at Jey, and Jey says, I'm with you. You the head of the table. I'm with you, okay? And then he kicked Daniel Bryan again, hit him with a splash. And he said, I love you, man. I love you, all right? And you know how much I do. And next you know, Jey threw Daniel onto the ground outside, started punching him more, throwing him into the steel steps, put him on the announce table, splashing him, which, by the way, he looked like he missed that announce table and only hit the corner. He didn't really hit Bryan all the way. He almost hurt himself at one point. So I can't say he really went through the table on him. And then, you know, he started beating up Daniel Bryan right up several times as Roman left with a smile on his face. So basically, Jey Uso, I guess, has seen the light to Roman Reigns and joined up with his cousin now, basically saying, you the leader, and I guess I'm like a lieutenant, or like he's the boss, he's the Don, he's the captain now, he is the chief and whatnot. So I guess he gonna be his maybe his lieutenant or lieutenant right now. He gonna be his second in command. The question is now, will his brother Jimmy join up with them? Since his brother Jey has turned and join up with Roman, will Jimmy fall in line, or will he be excommunicated from this family? Just think about that. Where is that going to go? Overall, SmackDown, like I said before, as usual lately, the best thing on here is the Roman and Jey storyline, or just the whole Samoan thing in general. Everything else was just Survivor Series build-up matches. Don't really care much for the Sullivan thing. The whole Rey Mysterio, Dominic, Murphy, Seth, whatever. I just wanted it to end at this point. I don't even know the end game. So maybe Survivor Series. I hope so. But I don't even know the end game to all this at this point. So there you go. So yeah, that's all I can really say about SmackDown. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight80. Tell me what you think about the show. Hopefully you all have a very safe and happy Halloween out there. I know it's gonna be not a lot happening. Trust me, I still put stuff out anyways because I just like scaring people, but I don't really expect a lot of people to get candy. Then again, they're not really letting people do stuff this year anyways for Halloween, so I'm sure it's going to be tough for a lot of people, but hopefully I hope you enjoy it in any type of way you can for Halloween, okay? So just keep it locked and stay on that pumpkin hill, alright? But other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and see you then, and like I said, happy Halloween.